So glad you could join us from the farm, Stanford Stadium in Palo Alto. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. It's the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors and the Stanford Cardinal. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, the Rainbow Warriors head coach told me before the game, this is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. So the Stanford Cardinal offense will take the field for the first possession of the day. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
This defense knew coming into tonight they had to be able to get pressure on the quarterback, and they are wasting no time. They get a sack on the first play of the game.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Between the hashes, it's Blackburn. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Keeps it himself. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
And, man, they sneaked the option in there on 3rd and long. And I don't know, was that a misread? Like, do you get the ball to your tailback? Like, it was pretty well defended. They had the quarterback swallowed up. He got some yards, but now you're forced into a 4th down, and this might be a passing situation.
They booted away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. So the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And coming out now, Pofele Ashlop. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power 4. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for this squad. And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football, sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
3rd and 3. Looking to throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Right side, it's Brown. Turning it on. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory there down at the 43-yard line. And the Rainbow Warriors look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first. Got it behind the line. It's Barfield. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Out wide right, it's Brown. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
From the gun, it's Barfield. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Turns it upfield. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
The Rainbow Warriors will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Run in the red zone. It's Barfield. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hawaii! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell he could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it, and it just got strung out down the right side and nowhere to go. I tell you what, better defense than bad decision-making by that quarterback.
We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. Moving the pocket, it's Warren. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on fourth.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Under pressure. He's going to run it. Got the first down himself. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Barfield.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He'll set up to throw. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And that last completion left a mark. 3rd and even longer coming up. He's going to take off. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Hits inside, it's Ford. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the 1st quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Sets his feet, it's Warren. Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man on the right. They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Fresh set of downs going up top. Turns it upfield.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. He's looking to pass. Looking long. He's got it at the 30. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Just keep slinging it. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Makes his man miss.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. He'll try to get to the marker himself. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that 1st down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They'll run the screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Makes the catch, and he will score! Touchdown, Stanford! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. On the delay, it's Barfield. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Selling the fake. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well, slows down the pass rush, gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Looking to throw again. Oh, pressure's coming. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Snagged in the middle, H. Brown. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They'll run it. It's Barfield. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to go up top on second down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Shotgun snap on third down. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Number 98, set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Dropping back, it's Warren. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. There he goes. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Quickly to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. He finds a soft spot in the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The Rainbow Warriors call timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The give on the counter. Doesn't find any room whatsoever here late in the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys on the farm.
Stanford set to boot it deep to start this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Hawaii will get things going as their offense makes its way onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Second down, gonna throw it. They're all over it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Soft spot in the middle. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
And the Rainbow Warriors with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. On the draw, it's Barfield. So runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
The Rainbow Warriors send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Running inside, it's Ford. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Might as well run him again. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. Sells to run, looking to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, the quarterback has looked his way early, and he's looked his way often all game long. Now he's got over 150 yards when throwing to that guy.
The Cardinal coming off that big pass back to the line. Sells to fake. Rushes on. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Follows his blocks. It's Ford. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
And they stop him there with a tackle for a loss. And how about the run defense in this football game? A lot of coaches, man, they talk about it. Coming into a game, first thing we have to do is stop the run. Both these defenses so far have been up for the challenge.
Snapped on 4th down. Looking for the score. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Going with the counter play here. Gets him away from trouble. That's a pickup of 6. Mark it at the 10.
love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Going downfield for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, I like the aggressive nature by the quarterback there. He's trying to take a shot down the field. Just a better play by the defense forcing the incompletion.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here and this drive takes on a different complexion. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. From midfield, looking for room. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Cardinal offense takes the field, ready to attack. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here. When it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Dropping back, it's Warren. Fires to the right. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Stanford lines up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. The run inside. It's Barfield. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind it.
Drops back on 1st down. He wants to go deep. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, the offense is trying to go downfield and be aggressive. I think that receiver has got to do a better job fighting for the football. He just didn't really put in a great effort, and that's what helped the defender swat it away.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. This time on target. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. We've reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Wants to keep it in the air. He's got it. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They kick it away on 4th down. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. The play fake. Fires to the wideout. He can't make the catch, and over the middle of the field, sometimes you hear those footsteps. It's 3rd down.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit. You see more drops over the middle of the field.
They'll move the tight end. Back to pass, it's Warren. Throws to the wideout. Right side, it's Brown. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. The short hands, it's Blackburn. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Wants to throw one first. He'll throw it. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Second and long here. Wide receiver going in motion. On play action. Out wide left, it's Holt. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Cardinal come to the line, needing a few inches to move the sticks. Powers inside. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down, as they've got a first at the 32.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Might as well give it to him again. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And he's brought down after a nice game. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. Run in the red zone, it's Ford. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to throw, it's Warren. He wants it all. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They played keep away with the football, but if this defense can make one more stop on 3rd and goal, they might force a field goal attempt. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Keeps it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford!
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice 1st down sack.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Look out! That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quick.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it here on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The give as they work on that clock. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. The Rainbow Warriors call timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll ride him again. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. Hawaii calls its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Takes the handoff. It's Ford. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Final timeout taken by Hawaii. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth. Touchdown, Cardinal! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Harris.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Rainbow Warriors with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Looking deep. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Hawaii.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Getting set for the point after. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.